Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here today with another collection update, and this time we are talking my February 2021 book haul. So, right off the top, this is going to be my lightest book haul in just about a year. I know last year, right when the pandemic started, I had a very light book haul. It was only like 4 books, but this time I have 4 books again, but they're not digital. I think last time they were all audiobooks. This time they are physical books, but I just didn't do a lot of book shopping this month for whatever reason. And I was at Second and Charles. I was at, Barnes and Noble. I just didn't do a ton of purchasing. I think everything I got here, well, 3 out of the 4 things I got here were from Ollies. I happened to stop into one of them randomly. And then the 4th thing was like a random Meijer purchase, which is basically like a Walmart. I don't think it's everywhere though. It's here in the Midwest, but it's very similar to a Walmart type store, a department store like that. So yeah, excited to show you guys what I have because there are some really cool things in here, especially for the low price I paid for them, but it is going to be a quicker book haul than normal. So hopefully you guys are cool with that. Next month, I'm already looking at like my stack. I can see it over there because I went shopping over this weekend. That is for my March book haul though, and it's already larger than this one. So definitely look forward to that at the end of the month. But yeah, so like I said, 4 books to talk about today, so it should be a pretty quick one, but let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right in. Let's start with the book that I grabbed from Meijer because it was just completely random. We were there grocery shopping, actually a couple days before this book was even supposed to be on the shelves, but they had it there and it was cheaper than the MSRP on the back of the book, so cheaper than what I would have paid if I grabbed it at Barnes & Noble, for example. So of course I had to grab it. This is book number 3, as you can see on the spine there, of the Disney Chills series written by Vera Strange, and this one is called Second Star to the Fright. So this is these aren't like retellings, but they are stories, like Goosebump-like stories that are set in the universe of the film that they're representing. So book number 1 was set in the Little Mermaid universe, and I really liked that one. I thought it was really well done. Book number 2 I've not read yet, but that was set in, I believe, the Princess and the Frog universe. And then I have book number 3, which of course is set in the Peter Pan universe with Captain Hook here in the cover and Peter Pan. So yeah, I've heard really good things about the 3rd one. I really enjoyed the 1st one. I heard the 2nd one is not as good as the rest, but that's okay. I'll still read it and then I'll get to this one. But yeah, so I'm collecting these as they come out because this is a newer series, and like I said, the 1st one was great, so I'm really excited to continue on with these. So yeah, if you like Goosebumps and you're a Disney fan, this is definitely a middle grade series to check out. They are a lot of fun, so very excited to add this one to the collection. And it's like MSRP here on the back is like $6.99. I think I paid like $5 for it, or maybe $5.50, something like that. It was notably cheaper, as notable as you can get from a $7 book, but it was still a couple bucks cheaper, I believe. So that's always cool. So, and like I mentioned, it was out before the actual release date was. I think we were at the Meijer on like a Friday or Saturday night. I came across this, and this one was supposed to release the following Tuesday. So for whatever reason, they had it out early, and it is in my collection now. So very happy to have this one in there. So Disney Chills, book number 3, Second Star to the Fright, written by Vera Strange, is the first one that I grabbed in the month of February. These next 3 are all from Ollies, which is obviously one of my favorite stores. I talk about them all the time because I shop there quite often, but I only went there like once in the month of February, which is unusual. Normally I go a couple times just to see if they have anything new, but this month I ended up grabbing 1 graphic novel and then 2, I guess you'd call them like reference books, which sounds boring, but they're actually really cool, and you guys will see them when I get to them. But first, let's talk about Wonder Woman, written by Mike Deodato. So this was interesting to me because 1, it was like $4 for this big chunky graphic novel, and it has an art style unlike any I've seen with Wonder Woman. It's a lot more adult than I normally see with Wonder Woman. I don't know, just a different style to her that I haven't seen in the past. And you can see some of the artwork here is, like I was saying, like it's just a different style that is pretty interesting. So yeah, this collects, let's see, Wonder Woman 0, and then number 85, and then 90 through 100, and Legends of the DC Universe 4 to 5. So it's like, what, 12, 13 different issues in this book, which is a really good deal for like the $4 or $5 I paid for it. So I've actually never read any Wonder Woman. I've seen the film. We actually just watched the movie again yesterday. I really enjoyed the first one. I missed 1984. I just waited too long and it was off HBO Max. But yeah, very excited to check that one out as well. well. But I really love Wonder Woman. From what I know of her from like the DC film universe, I just have never spent any time in the comics with her. That's not true. I did read one, like the Azzarello graphic novel series. I think I read volume 1 of that and really disliked it. So hopefully I will like this one a little bit more. But yeah, if you guys have read this, if you know anything about this run of Wonder Woman, like, is this one I can pick up and read and understand what's going on, or is there a lot of backstory I'm missing here? Let me know down in the comments. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, so this was the first one I grabbed from Ollies, Wonder Woman by Mike Deodato, which has about 12, 13 different issues in it, and a just very unique art style that I think is pretty interesting. So we'll give this one a shot eventually here. So the first of the 2 reference books I grabbed is just so darn cool. And the fact that it was only $3 at Ollie's kind of blows my mind. But this is called Gothic Dreams Cult Horror. And it was written by Russ Thorne. And you can see on the bottom there, it says, what does it say? Dark fantasy. I had my finger over it, but dark fantasy horror and supernatural movies. So that's what this book is talking about. And on the cover, like, how do you sell me on a book? You put one of my favorite horror movies of all time on the cover. This is from The Descent, of course. And then on the back, we have Freddy Krueger himself. So, of course, I was drawn in by this. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm going to try to kind of flip through this a little bit just because it is just a reference book about cult horror movies, obviously. But yeah, I mean, like, I love cult horror movies. So, of course, I was interested in this. Let me see if I can find some. So, like, it just talks about some different random movies. It's broken up by genre. Has a lot of full color pictures in here. Obviously, this one's black and white, but here's a full color picture from Jason X, and this has, you know, Freddy versus Jason, Hannibal Lecter there. Like, this is just right up my alley. You get Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, if you will. Lost Boys there. Like, this is just so cool. Scream. I love this. So, yeah, this is basically, here's an index so you guys can hopefully see that a little bit better, but all the films that are discussed in this book here. So, yeah, really excited about this. I've not really spent much time with it yet, but just an awesome coffee table book that is, like, perfect for my coffee table because it's everything I love. So, yeah, very happy to add this to the collection for, like, $3, I think it was. I think it was $2.99, which... that's absurd. And there were so many there. So definitely check your Ollies. You might get lucky and find this. But this was an awesome book. I am very happy to have this in my collection. So Gothic Dreams Cult Horror, written by Russ Thorne. And that is the first reference book I grabbed. So let's talk about the second one I picked up. So the last book I picked up is a real chunkster, as you can see there. It's a big one, and it still has the plastic on it, but we are going to take that off and take a look inside. And this one was, for Ollie's, a little bit more expensive. It was a whole $9 versus like $3 or $4, which I normally pay, but the MSRP on this one is $50, so it was down to $9, which is a really good deal, but like, I couldn't pass this up. This is amazing. This is Die Hard, The Ultimate Visual History. And this one is put together by James Mottram and David S. Cohen. So this is fantastic. They had one that was on display, or like the shrink wrap was taken off of it, so you could actually look through it, and it is awesome. So you can see there the price tag of $9, but let's get this guy opened up so you guys can see how awesome this book is, because this is just another one that is like a perfect coffee table book for film lovers, you know, like-minded film lovers like me. So here's the book here. Let's take a look inside. Already have an amazing picture of Bruce there. You gotta love that. So it actually covers all of the movies here. So all the way up to A Good Day to Die Hard, which is awesome. So all the different movies are covered, including Live Free or Die Hard, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard 2. It goes beyond the big screen. I'm interested in that, see what that could bring. But it has like mixed media in here as well, if you will. Like, this is an envelope that has things inside of it. You know what? Let's take a look and see what it is. It is listed as Hans Gruder surveillance images. This is awesome. Like, how cool is this for $9? I love it. Oh, I miss him. I just watched him in Harry Potter, and he's wonderful. Oh, man. So, yeah, I am just really happy to have this in the collection. Has some storyboards there. This is this is a really good find for $9. Like, that's ridiculous. And it's in perfect condition as well. No messed up corners or anything. Like, this is just a really good find at Ollies. So this was another one. They had a surprising amount of these. So it's another one you might be able to find at your local Ollies if this is something that interests you, which if you're watching this channel, I imagine this is going to be something that interests you. So yeah, really cool find. Happy to have this one in the collection. Another one that's going on the proverbial coffee table. I don't actually have a coffee table, but like it's going like up here somewhere. Actually, this one will probably go up top here because it just fits. I have my Star Wars book up there that I showed in my, I think it was my last book haul, but yeah, it's just one of those type of books that needs to be on display. So Die Hard, The Ultimate Visual History is going to wrap up all 4 books that I grabbed here in February. All right, and there they are, all 4 books that I grabbed in the month of February. So for me, this is a lighter than normal book haul, which frankly, this is not light at all. These books are quite hefty, so I'm going to set them back down. But so for me, it is lighter than normal, but still, I think it was packed with some really interesting things. So things that I never would have expected to find at Ollies. So that's always a fun thing. And the price I paid for them was just so cheap, which is always the mark of a good book haul, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below, what did you guys grab last month? Anything we're talking about? I would love to hear what you guys picked up. So leave those in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below and consider subscribing to Cinefessions here on YouTube if you haven't already. And like I always say, I don't just talk books, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, collectibles, graphic novels. If it's media related, I'm interested in it, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.